It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, Martha Puckett Middle School is open today, but students and teachers will see an increased law enforcement presence at the school today as the school system sent this press release last night to all the school system families via their school home communication system. It says parents and guardians, in upholding our commitment to keep the safety of students and staff members as our top priority, we wanted to make you aware of a situation that developed late last night. Law enforcement officials were alerted to a social media post made by a Martha Puckett Middle School student claiming that a weapon would be brought to school today. The swift action by law enforcement in contacting the parents of this student resulted in an immediate diffusing of the situation. It's been determined that no credible threat exists. The post came from this single source, and law enforcement officials are dealing with that source. The student will not be returning to school until it's been determined that it's appropriate to do so. However, there will be an increased law enforcement presence on the Martha Puckett Middle School campus today, just as a precaution. School will remain open today. Will follow its regular schedule. Please know that this is an isolated incident. There have been no threats that would impact other schools. Please do not believe false rumors that you see on social media. Should there be any further information regarding the situation, they'll share that with you via this platform. Again, they sent this to all the school families via their school home communication system. Jury selection was scheduled to begin Monday at the Wayne County Courthouse in the case of State of Georgia versus Landis Brown, who's charged with malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, voluntary manslaughter, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. That was scheduled to begin Monday morning, but Brown's attorney is from Atlanta. His name is Arnold Regas. He's tied up in a racketeering case in Atlanta, so the case here in Wayne County has been continued to a later date. Brown is charged in the February 3rd, 2023 shooting death of Zach Johnson, which occurred at Community Circle off Rainier Road. In an immunity hearing which took place several weeks ago at the Wayne County Courthouse, Brown took the stand in his own defense and stated that he shot Johnson in self-defense, but Judge Anthony Harrison ruled that there was sufficient evidence presented to proceed to trial. Again, that case is postponed to a later date, so no jury selection this coming Monday. This coming Monday, the Wayne County Commissioners have their regular scheduled meeting set Monday, March 4th at 6 p.m. at the County Commissioners Meeting Room. On the agenda under public hearing, a beer and wine license for Common Man Grub and Pub located at 3972 Savannah Highway. They'll consider and approve that beer and wine license under new business. Also under new business, consider and approve bids for new ambulance for the ambulance department. Consider and approve chronic condition program. Consider and approve closing lake race for boat races, which are scheduled for April 4th through the 7th. Consider and approve bids for a motor grader for the road department. Consider and approve minimum bid on surplus property. Consider and approve ordinance to amend the Enabling Act. They'll have items with the county administrator, items with the county clerk, and items with the commissioners. There's no executive session set, and it's all set for Monday, March 4th at 6 p.m. at the county commissioners meeting room. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor of the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, today and Saturday marks the end of the first 2 weeks of the 3-week early voting period in the Georgia presidential primary and on the county's proposed SPLOST 5 referendum. County asking Wayne County voters to continue the 1 cent penny, stating 1 cent makes sense. It's a yes or no vote to continue the 1 cent penny SPLOST 5 referendum. On Thursday, 73 more Wayne County registered voters voted, and that was made up of 6 Democrats and 67 Republicans. Heading into today, 818 people in Wayne County have voted. Wayne County registered voters have today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and this Saturday from 9 to 5 to early vote, and all next week, Monday through Friday, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Cracker Williams Rec Center, located at 245 East Bay Street. Election date is Tuesday, March 12th, part of the Super Tuesday across the United States in the presidential primary. Saturday will mark the end of 2 weeks of the 3-week early voting period. Again, you have today from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. This Saturday, again, from 9 to 5. Again, early voting all taking place at Cracker Williams Rec Center at 245 East Bay Street in Jesup. This coming Monday through Friday, qualifying will take place at the Wayne County Probate Office located at 359 East Walnut Street, as those running for political office will begin qualifying for the office of sheriff, clerk of court, probate judge, tax commissioner, coroner, state court judge, and other positions here in the county. There are 3 seats up for election on both the county board and the school board. Once again, it all begins Monday. We told you yesterday that EMA Director Donnie Race announced he's a candidate for sheriff, as is incumbent Sheriff Chuck Mosley. Sheriff Chuck Mosley is going to join us a week from this coming Monday to be on the Butch and Bob Show to discuss his run for election. We've also learned that County Commissioner Jamie Hickox is not seeking election on the county board, but Tim Hopkins and Mike Gordon are. The 3 seats in the county and school board are Districts 1, 3, and 5. On the school board, Todd Wise seeking re-election. In District 3, Tina Mosley running for a second term. in District 5, but Chairman Joe McPipkin believed not to be seeking re-election. Tater Yarber has been on the Rich and Bob Show, announcing he's a candidate for that seat in District 1. And WIFO FM will follow the qualifying all next week, have daily updates on who all qualifies on our local news. We'll talk with the candidates and be lining them up on guests on the world-famous Rich and Bob Show. Again, the qualifying all begins Monday at the County Probate Office at 9 a.m. Again, the probate office is located at 359 East Walnut Street here in Jesup. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final note in the news, the City of Jesup Commission is preparing for their retreat as they plan to head to Savannah next week. Mayor says the council will be meeting with the department heads, discussing budgets, other items on the agenda as well. They did state they want to discuss their food truck ordinance, as no decision was made at their last city meeting. Once again, the City of Jesup getting ready for their trip to Savannah. The cities will soon be selecting a full-time city manager. Interim city manager Nick Ellis applied for the position, but the job was advertised on the city's website, as well as the GMA and ACCG's website. The city will soon be naming a full-time city manager in the near future. An adult prom is coming to Wayne County, courtesy of the Boys and Girls Club. The date set for March 9th. It's going to take place at the Breen McCann House on 312 East Cherry Street. Contestants for Queen of the Prom are Crystal Flowers, Chastity Geiger, Misty Moore, Michaela McKinnon, Mickey Thomaston, Miranda Smiley, and Tara Whitaker. The King nominees are Dylan Brinkley, Colt Brockington, DJ Jones, Randy Mobley, Glenn Pond, Anthony Robinson, and Devontae Wilson. The night will include a DJ. They'll have photographers there, entertainment, and much more. Everyone is invited to attend in the date March 9th from 7 to 11 at the Breen McCann House on East Cherry Street. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, saying have a great day.